Good morning. It's Bob, Dennis Murray, back again. Um, I thought about taking the day off, but I kind of prefer to do a little work each day. So let's get on with it. I am renewed in my dedication to try to keep it short. Um, so today is Popcast 23, and the title is Why I Don't Define Words. Um, Essentially, I feel like the first couple, 3 weeks here, we've kind of set out an overview of what I have to say. And it's time to go back and start adding details, fleshing it out a little bit, more examples, hopefully some conversation. I'm setting up a new web page that I'll tell you about when it's ready. And it will allow you to make comments as soon as we get the kinks worked out, and would be fabulous if you had comments to make about any of the stuff we're covering, in particular that area where I said we need help about how you talk from the middle. Um, but it's all good. So why I don't define words, it's on purpose, and it's not, an oversight. My kids and friends have, asked me about this. It's usual for people to define words. You know, a lot of times when people are writing um, things they want to teach you, they define the words they're using so you have more clarity. But I'm not trying to teach, essentially, and that's a really like major point. I'm not asking you to accept my words on my authority. I'm asking you to go look inside your own self and revisit your awe, refresh your awe. And I think it's an experience that we're going to talk about quite a bit more. Um, uh, but I'm not going to try to define it. I don't think I can define awe. And in general, that's what I'm interested in, your experiencing for yourself, because I truly think that when you experience that, you will be changed, and in a way that will, in due time, if it spreads, recreate a middle and make people who currently are on the extremes see the value of joining you in the middle. So it's not teaching; it's encouraging you to refresh your awe. So I don't use words that define things. I use words that inspire. At least that's my hope. That's my dream. That's my game plan. Um, and I need to point out that typically poets don't define. Um, I've They bring insight. Uh, they use new metaphors. Uh, they bring a new point of view. And what I am doing essentially is called the mytho-poetic branch of philosophy. I am trying to find the new shared inspirations from which philosophy begins. Religion begins from the shared inspirations as well. And the same one, in my opinion, the experience of awe that we all share, is inspiring and leads both to religion and philosophy. Philosophy in the last bunch of centuries um, hasn't gone back to the mythopoetic part of it. It's mostly focused on arguments about logic and very precise definitions and things that are quite useful for developing advanced philosophic ideas, but they don't create a beginning for philosophy. And the mythopoetic people do that, and there's very few of us because mostly we aren't needed. You have to be kind of lucky if you're inclined to be a mytho-poetic person to live in times where there's great need for new beginnings, new shared inspiration. So, enough for today. That's why I don't define. We'll talk some more tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.